right, Coach. I mean, PCC is always a special game for us. It's always an emotional game. It's always usually a close game. Coming into the preparation for this week, you had some guys that are new on the team that didn't necessarily understand the PCC experience and you know the way our fans get pumped for this game. So in the week leading up to this and practice leading up to this, what were some of those things that you really stressed to the team of playing against PCC?
Man, first of all, we just talked about consistency. You know, I said I don't want you to be up and down all week. I want you to just be consistent with your effort in practice. And then I want you to be consistent when we play. You know, just don't get up and down. If we go 18-2, run on them. Don't you know, start getting all giddy. Or if we go down 18-2, you know, just be consistent. Do what we are telling you works, and it'll work. And you know, we really pushed them this week. We wanted to run the floor, and I thought we did that really well. We executed our game plan almost to, you know, the exact. You know, right down to the period at the end of the sentence almost, both defensively and offensively. So I was really proud of my staff. They did a great job of prepping our guys for this game. And then I told the guys, you know, we can have the greatest game plan in the world, greatest scouting report ever, but once the ball goes up, that all goes away if you don't go out and do what you're capable of doing. And I thought I thought our guys played really well tonight, and that was a reflection of how hard they worked this week.
Let's talk about the defense first. Joel Thomas, Dylan Crane had excellent games against us in this building last year. Knowing the kind of offensive output that they can put up, and a lot of it feeds off of, you know, their guards and other people getting them the ball. But defensively, what were some of the points of emphasis for us tonight?
Well, the first thing was we had three things in our game plan this week. We had resist, because we needed an R, so that was our defense. You know, resist, rebound, and run. Those are the three things we wanted to do. We felt like running the floor would kind of take their legs away a little bit. You know, they're on this long journey, and we wanted to try to take advantage of that tonight. And I think this year's the first time we've actually done that, where we, you know, kind of got into them a little bit physically. And the guys just, you know, they resisted. They played good defense. You know, the coaching staff did a great job of prepping them with, you know, our walkthroughs and stuff and getting them ready for the actions they were going to run. And then our guys just went and executed. You know, we tried to switch everything that we could tonight, and you know, I felt like we did. You know, I'd give us about an A- on that. We had some issues down the stretch. When you're up 40, it's hard to be locked in and focused. But you know, I think just we were contesting shots. I think I remember 5 open shots. In the years past, it just seems like we've always been in, you know, they'd have 15 wide open shots. Those guys don't miss. And tonight I thought we did a better job of contesting. You know, TJ Jackson he's hard for anybody to handle. He comes off their bench and scores against everybody. And I thought tonight, you know, he did his job for them. And we just were able to kind of contain those starters and those other guys, keep them from, you know, going off for big games.
Offensively, I felt like it was one of the few games that I've seen this year where there was dribble drive penetration, but there was, you know, 3 and 4 and 5 passes each offensive set, and the ball was just moving all around, and you know, our guys were knocking down open looks. So maybe from the offensive perspective, what do you think
Yeah, again, I think, you know, the preparation, the guys were prepared. You know, they run about 4 different zone offenses, and our guys were ready for those, and we, you know, we knew what to do when they run this. We're doing that. And to their credit, you know, they moved the ball well and, you know, got the ball in the right shot, right spot for the guy that you know, when we designed the game plan, that's who we wanted there taking the shot. And obviously some of it was just, you know, we had guys just make big shots. You know, the 3 at the end of the half, you know, Dustin, that was a huge shot. You know, that's not anything we've been working on. It was just, it happened. Sean did a great job tonight. I think he had 14 assists, which is a new single game record for us. You know, just distributing the ball. He is seeing the floor very well. You know, and on the other end, he's one of our better rebounders. So he's really contributing, and guys are playing well together. You know, Noah just kept backing up and knocking down shots. You know, he's overcome some adversity. He didn't get to play when we were in Ohio due to some health issues, and you know, to his credit, he just stayed with it. And tonight he just kept taking a step back and knocking down those threes. You know, Dustin was big, driving and knocking down shots. Kyle obviously was huge. Ray and Curtis and those guys really got offensive rebounds. Justin got some offensive rebounds and knocked a couple of huge threes down when we were on that run. And what can you say about Marshall? I mean, he's just consistent game in and game out, hitting shots. So I felt like tonight it was a very balanced attack. And, it was hard to pick guys because there was more guys that could have come in here. But I just felt like overall they executed the game plan, and the guys that got the opportunities knocked down the shots.
I know, talking with Kyle even before you came in here, to look back, the first time we played these guys in 2012, and they just waxed the floor with
They
us.
did this to us, yeah.
And to see how far the program has come, and you look at guys like Kyle and Ray and others who've helped build the program to what it is. How special is a win like tonight for them?
Yeah, this is huge, and we talked about that. We embraced that as a team. I challenged them to go out there and play hard for their seniors. Those two guys have been here for 4 years. We got two of the seniors that, they've had this opportunity 2 years. And I just told them, I said, we don't want them to go away having never won at home against Pensacola. And, I thought, should I bring him off? I put him in there on purpose all together, and I wanted to bring him off. And I kind of thought about that. I thought, it's not really the last game. It's not senior. But this is a big game for our program because it demonstrates growth, and it demonstrates the steps that these guys have taken, the hard work that they've taken. And I just felt like they deserved a chance to come off and be recognized as a group. I told those two 4-year seniors, I said, hey, we're going to go as far as you lead us. And, tonight they did a great job for us.
Also talked to the players about the crowd tonight, and maybe just reiterating, what that does, not to just have a full house, but to have an engaged full house.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, they just kept coming and coming, and I don't know if there was word out on campus, hey, you better get to the DFH or what, because, every time I noticed, like at a timeout or something, I would look up and it seemed like, well, that section's full now. There was some seat, so, yeah, kudos to our fans. They brought noise tonight. Student section was great. We had a special volleyball group here, in preparation for next fall and trying to get recruits on campus. And so, great environment for them to be a part of. And it was just, tonight was a special night for all of us. And we don't have the success we had to the level we had it without, the 4,000 or whatever were here, to cheer and to scream and to holler. And, they, like you said, they were engaged. And, man, they responded well and gave us some energy that we needed to play off of tonight.
Obviously the season is not done. It's a special win. And the next home game is against talking to the guys, against a team that we have a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth because of how it went down in Asheville. So, obviously letting the team enjoy the victory tonight, but what are some of the things that you think you can take from that experience in Asheville that will help us next week?
Well, honestly, I think we've already won a couple of games because of that experience. I think the games in Puerto Rico we won because we lost that tough game to them. When you have a 25-point lead with 38 seconds to go in the first half, you're not supposed to lose that game. And to their credit, they just outplayed us big time in the second half, got it in overtime, and then, the momentum's always with the home team and the team that had to come back. And, we walked away from that. Yeah, there was a very bitter taste in our mouth. So I don't think I'm going to have to really motivate the guys this week to work. And again, we have another week, the way the schedule fell, we have an entire week to prepare. And I think, we've gained their confidence that, hey, the coaches are doing their job in helping us get prepared. And now let's go out and execute, work on the game plan so that when it comes game day, we're going to go out and play and do what we need to do. Not, there may never be another Pensacola Bob Jones game with this kind of score. That's unlikely, okay? Tonight, the ball fell. I think we shot 15 of 29. We shot over 50% from the three-point line. Okay, that doesn't happen night in and night out. We'll take it tonight. It was a great night for all these guys to get going. We can't expect that on Saturday. We're going to have to grind it and play hard defensively, really work hard, boxing out because they got a couple of guys that'll go get it. And hopefully we'll be able to scratch and claw, and at the end of the game, we will have executed our game plan and get that W. But, tonight was good. It built some confidence in our players for us as a coaching staff. And obviously it builds confidence in us that we can put a game plan together, teach it, work on it, and they'll go out and execute it. And anytime you're in a coaching opportunity, that's what you want. And, these guys have just continued to come together. And, that loss against Warren Wilson and then the loss to Johnson and Wales, those two losses were just gut-wrenching. But again, we don't win the 2 games in Puerto Rico without that adversity that we had to overcome, because it was all adversity down there, and we ended up with 2 dubs. So proud of my guys, proud of my coaching staff. Thankful for the blessings God gave tonight. Thankful for the fans. It was fantastic. It was a great environment, great experience. And not everybody gets to coach or play in a rivalry game like this, and I don't take that for granted. And I hope that our fans and our student athletes and our students realize it's something pretty special to be a part of, and keep it continually, with the right emphasis and the right focus. 2 great schools battling it out on the basketball court. Now we're going to go have a meal together, and that's what it needs to be like.